Middle age, probably like 40.
Oh no, look, there's protests right there. See the
Are
red
they?
flag? Yeah, they got a microphone and everything.
What's going on over here?
Son, you can't just sit in the middle of a road.
I was waiting to make a left, but you made me make a right. They got it going on.
Maybe they
Jesus
don't.
is king.
One way Jesus.
One way Jesus. So Jesus is king? I thought they were protesting that there is no kings.
Oh wow, look at that car. Look at the car. Look.
Three-wheeler?
Three-wheeler?
Yeah, it's one
I thought it was
three-wheelers.
a car from like the future.
Oh look, they got a bunch of police thingies out here.
That three-wheeler looks like a car, don't it?
Kind of.
It looks like a car from the future.
Yeah, it does look like a car from the future though.
Toast like no driving. You notice that?
Yeah, always.
Good way.
Jesus is king.
I thought they were having a protest. Oh,
That's
they're
what I
having
thought.
a church.
Too.
A church sermon.
KK, the security team, D-Rock, McGee, Uncle Polly, and assistants like Simon Room, George Kaplan, David James, and Brendan Paul. The prosecutor's message was simple. This was not a sloppy group of people. This was a machine.
Why were you guys even in the parade?
Well, we wanted to drive through it. We never went before.
You went to the actual parade?
Yeah, but right here on North Avenue.
You were in the parade with them?
Yeah, we
Driving
were.
out of the parade.
I think we were at the parade.
You don't know.
It goes down North Avenue. It was either in front of us or behind us or we were in it. Yeah, he had a big ass lump on the side of the head where that beer bottle hit.
Prosecutor said this qualifies as a
I'm like, as soon as I told him, look at your jersey, he took off that jersey real quick. And I wanted to go drive back through the parade. I did fix my horn, and then I wanted to drive back through the parade. And he's like, I don't want to go back through there. I'm like, you're fine, bro, you got the jersey off. He's like, no, they're going to see me again.
I don't blame him.
I want to get out of here.
Enticing.
You're stupid. You keep going back to places like that.
He would have been fine.
Stabbed him with a flag and hit him with a bottle in his head, and you want to fucking drive back through there.
He would have been fine. He took off the jersey. They only did that because he had a pitchfork on the jersey.
Engage in a
What football team has a pitchfork?
I don't know.
Let me read that for you again.
Some football team does.
I think even if I was younger, I would notice.
All the tents are gone. Remember all the tents that were in there? Or you didn't see them?
There's tents everywhere. I don't know which one's where.
Oh, they all moved under the bridge.
Yeah, literally.
They all moved under that bridge I got on my short. All the
Yeah,
tents.
get food and go watch them.
Is that right?
Think that through.
You could sweat the party.
Yeah, right.
They did.
It's interesting.
Does it match? And I dare
Oh, we can
say
park in that parking lot.
saying, oh, hell yeah.
Huh?
And coercion
The one that dickhead came
doesn't
down
just
in.
mean violence. It
Oh,
can
hell no,
be
not
a
really.
threat. It can be psychological pressure.
They
It
already
can
fucking
even
threw
be
a propane tank through your
manipulative
fucking
meaning.
through your car window. I'm not trying to do that again.
I'll try
And you're in
through
the
there
same
again.
fucking car. No, I'm
I'll try
good.
through there again.
I'm sure you are. You would. You're stupid.
This is just me.
Only someone that's stupid to fucking drive through somewhere where they threw a propane tank and broke your fucking window.
I actually have driven
For
through
for
there.
you recording them while you're still recording them.
I've actually driven through there again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
U.S. attorney was a bit bored, but
I drove in the other car. So.
I have in the other car.
she was really good. Super thorough.
I think they recognize the stickers.
She didn't have, the charisma of Johnny Cochran or some of the really highly paid attorneys on Biggie's team. She did the job.
I got a mini Cubs field at this end, babe. It's like a miniature Cubs stadium.
Were silent in court.
I like your cups over here. It's just the north side.
Really kind of like vibed by what was going on.
That's what your husband is in jail for.
On my show on News Nation called Banfield, I talked to a TikToker
Try a nacho truck.
who is also a journalist who's been watching this trial from the beginning, and she was in the courtroom.
The fuck kind of flag is that? Venezuela?
So many observations.
Name right? Emily, how you doing? Thanks, Ashley. Okay, good. Good. All right, so
I wonder what you meant is she's already lost custody of her children enough times. I hope that one day I might be able to gain custody of my son's 2 daughters.
Chapman said that she had no
Smart in a rapper with a target on his back. These are some of the themes of the defense's closing argument.
Playing checkers on the right.
What did Diddy's main defense lawyer argue in the jury right before this?
There's the Cub Stadium.
What resulted in him voting not guilty to his federal sex crimes charges? Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
My son's two daughters.
Another important day in the Sean Combs criminal trial, the defense delivered their closing argument.
Let's try to always just do a car meet right here.
Final summation of
This would be a good intersection to drift to, right here.
trying to argue that Sean Diddy Combs
It's off to the side.
not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking with Cassius.
There's the mini Cub Stadium. Look, you see baby down there? See? I got the Cub Stadium. And this part's set up just like the stadium right here, this back, the seating area. You got the little Chicago Cubs right there, you got the green thing. Little Cubs field. That does look like a little Cubs field. Soccer field's a little empty.
That doesn't mean they consent. All the time. Just means
This is your
and
notion.
they're provided. And Slavic provided multiple
drugs. So she didn't prove anything that wasn't true. You were arrested, you were arrested. I'm not saying
Transgender relations, Americans who fear that this is more than a concentration of power in the White House than the
Well,
executive.
this really brings back the Constitution. This is what's all about. And this is really the opposite of that. I mean, the question's fine, it's the opposite. The Constitution has been brought down.
Thank you so much for this. Legal costs were
Zero. Does everyone hear that? Zero.
I like that guy, Trump 2028.
Who said that? I like him. He's working
Did you get the
together.
gas prices down, Pilgrim? Did you get the gas prices down? Hey, batting cages. We got bats in there?
Sure. I do that
No
anyway.
bats.
I do that anyway. When you said, as an example, not South America, but NATO over the weekend, they have great respect for our country. They did things that nobody thought was possible. They took funding from 2% to 5%. Nobody thought that would pay the 2%, and now they're paying the 5%. It's over $1 trillion more a year. Think of that, $1 trillion.
What the fuck is this shit?
Click the link to learn more and support St. James. Let's
fuck
make a
is this
difference
shit?
together.
Oh, you can drive through there. Look, they got ice.
Nobody thought that could
Fuck
happen.
is this shit?
Different group of people, different countries.
I say
Yeah,
no
but
to
we get
ice.
along with a lot of countries like this.
Ice
It's not
and
We are
can't
respected.
it.
Our country.
Fag- why they got that faggot shit?
Was not respected 6 months
Look,
ago.
it's over here, baby. I'll show you.
nasty stuff.
Can't see it good.
What else? They have here that she
Say no to ice. What the fuck? Damn, you still didn't show them.
I am turning. What was that middle one say? Chicago Park District. Oh, the Chicago Park District set this up?
It's like, then they leave that say no to ice. What the fuck? I like that one. Little flower thing down there.
That kind of looks like
It'd be
a...
better if they did it in a different color.
It'd be better if they didn't block off the whole fucking road.
So that work with them, they're doing an incredible
So that
job.
one's in Spanish.
You know, we have
And then it's
200
got ice
countries.
like the literal
You
ice.
can say 200 countries plus. You can't do
So you
that.
know they're like ice you
So,
drink.
at a
Oh, that's how they
certain
got to
point
leave
over
it
the
probably.
next
That
week,
they
I have to say, what am I
subliminally...
looking for?
Oh look, there's
So we'll
another
send
one.
out
You didn't even show it to them.
Talk to
Yeah, you
many
did.
other
You
countries,
did
and
it.
we're just going to
You
tell.
can't see it. You need to take your phone and show it.
You suffer from anxiety, depression. You do because you were 15 years old.
I don't fucking see it. You drove past it too fast.
You're 20 years old and your husband's in jail.
That's what you're doing.
Any normal person in a
Ice.
depression. You don't have
Say no to ice.
Literal ice.
Yeah, well I guess if you're hot, you want to say no to ice. fuck is this shit? Why the fuck they got this blocked off, man? What the fuck is this
A little bit
bullshit?
down the road, but we're going to be trading in China. We have a lot of great things going, and we're getting along with companies that some will be disappointed. because
Some
they
big
didn't
ass
have the
rocks.
tariffs. And we're taking in already hundreds
Boulders.
of billions of dollars in tariffs. No
Probably
inflation.
the same way the
The
other
only problem we have is we
ended up
have a
in
Fed
LA,
guy
right?
that doesn't understand what's
Construction
happening.
truck.
It would be great if he'd lower the rate because
It
we'd
says
be able to
peace and
borrow a lot
love.
cheaper.
Peace, love, and no ice.
Say hi, please.
Alright. Put underneath
Why
that
don't we
ice,
keep
ice
on
baby.
this subject? This is such a big subject. You know what? Trade is so big, but this, I don't know, in a certain way, this might be bigger than trade.
Fucking assholes blocked off the
I think this
way.
is bigger than trade. Yes, please, go ahead.
You know, if you could,
Go ahead.
sir, on the transgender ruling, the Supreme Court ruling that parents with religious objections can pull their kids out of public school lessons that use LGBTQ material.
Okay, what's your point?
Pam brought it up. Your reaction to that ruling?
I think this ruling was a great
Must have
ruling, and I think it's a great ruling
Great
for parents.
ancestors. What's your
It's
point? What does
really
that have
a
to
ruling
do
for
with
parents.
anything?
They lost control of the schools, they lost control of their child, and this is a tremendous victory for parents. And I'm not surprised by it, but I am surprised that it went this far. It took us to bring life back to normal, so it's a wonderful, it's parental. And I kept saying, we will give you back your parental rights. They were taken away, and this is a tremendous victory for parents. Yeah.
Look at the back of the last week. It's been extraordinary in terms of the action in the Middle East. You were at The Hague. I'm wondering now,
Hasn't it?
now if you believe that
been so
Iran.
much.
Were they making
I'm
it?
wondering now, sir, if you believe that Iran has given us its long history of ambitions with nuclear weapons, or what you would like to see from them.
Why can't we have a big American flag like that?
You just lost everybody.
Why can't we have a big American flag like that?
You just lost everybody by answering a phone call. Well, they have, at least they have an American flag with it.
Where? Oh yeah, right there? At least that one does.
So I told you that's what you meant, because he's Polish, you have good ancestors. You probably thought you were saying something bad.
I thought they had roadblocks.
Isn't it Smoski, but your name's on it?
Yeah, it's Polish.
Smoski.
It's Polish.
What about the whole thing?
Oh, see?
What about the whole thing?
Johnny Smolsky?
Like the whole thing.
What? Where'd that person go? What did you say? Bishop Delta, man.
I guess anything with ski is usually Polish.
Yeah.
Fucking beeping is annoying as shit. I'm so glad my car doesn't fucking do that. My other car.
Oh, the road goes over there. That's the house. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh look, there's a buffalo.
Where?
Statue. It's a buffalo.
Is there a ramp you can drive up right there?
No.
There's a motorcycle and a car there.
Not going there, babe. Not going there. I don't think you're supposed to go there. Babe, you can't just stop in the middle of the road,
But
bro.
you're not supposed to.
Why does this guy got blue lights? Should be illegal. Isn't it illegal? It's fucking annoying. What the fuck is this big thing?
What? Well, that's the field house.
It's a big ass field house.
They found an alligator in one of these lakes one time.
How did an alligator get over here?
I don't know. Somebody probably fucking got too big for him to keep at home and they let it loose.
It's just a really big park.
Yeah. It's a huge park.
It's like miles and miles long.
I think it's the biggest park in Chicago.
You know, Illinois, this shit's really big.
Not in Illinois, it's park bigger than this.
Look it up, how big the Puerto Rican park is.
It's called Humboldt Park.
Puerto Rican park.
Puerto Rican Park. Right about there was Ray, where Ray got the bottle thrown at his head. No, actually, we were right about the. No, we were past the street.
Don't hit these people.
We were like right about somewhere in this area, right around this street is where they threw the beer bottle at Ray's head.
Over by the Supreme Court, and we'll discuss that after the litigation.
If you have an undocumented baby, would that baby then be an enforcement violation?
The violent criminals in our country are the priority now. Let me put it in perspective. Today marked the 2,711th arrest in our country of TDA members. Just TDA. Everyone in this room agrees they are one of the most violent criminal organizations in the world.
This part?
And the Biden
What, long
administration walked into our country for the last 4 years. 2,711 of them
Are they talking about the
have
walking
been
path?
arrested in our country. That is the priority.
This
of
is more than
Donald Trump.
2.2 miles
That is
without a
the
road.
priority of Homeland Security, of all of our lawyers, of FBI. That's the priority. That will be discussed in October. The Supreme Court hopefully rules in our favor, and we're very confident of that. But you should all feel safer. He's driving a four-wheeler. Support all of these gangs, and not one district court judge can think for an emperor over this administration.
One's driving a dirt bike, one's driving a fucking
You're going to the Jesus thing.
They use some of the worst people in cartels to get people into our country, just so you know. And again, I say, look at the end of the Civil War in the 1800s. It's a very turbulent time. You take the end day, was it 1869 or whatever, but you take that exact day, that's when the case was filed. And the case ended shortly thereafter. This has to do with the babies of slaves, very, very obviously. And I think we're going to win. People I don't think they went about discussing it right. I came along and we looked and we said, wait a minute, this is wrong. We've been looking at birthright citizenship wrong for years. But they've used it, the cartels have used birthright citizenship to get very bad people in. And what Pam's doing and what Todd and everybody else, what they're doing at DOJ and all over, FBI, ICE, Border Patrol, these are incredible people. They're trying to keep the country safe, and they don't want to have people come in. This is just another way that they get illegal immigrants into our country, and in some cases, very, very bad ones. Go ahead.
Untactful, if I could for a moment. Senators are racing to rewrite parts of it right now after the Senate parliamentarian ruled that sections of it were outside of the process that they're using to get this through. Do you think that senators should respect the decision of the parliamentarians? And what have you personally done in the last 48 hours?
She's on a loudspeaker, did you hear it?
Senators who are against the bill to a yes.
Well, it's a great bill. It's a massive tax cut. If it's not approved, your taxes will go up by 68%. Think of that, 68, a record, the highest in the history. The Democrats won't approve it only because politically it's so good for the Republicans. The Democrats aren't approving it. But think of what they're not approving. They're not approving border security. We've done a great job at the border, but we have to add. So we have no money for that. We have no money for the border. We have no money for so many things. But if the Democrats, it'd be interesting to see if we get any Democrat votes. We should. If I were a Democrat, I would actually, maybe Fetterman, because he seems to be the most sensible one lately. If I were a Democrat, I would vote for this bill all day long because it's tax cuts and so many other things that are common sense. They're basic things. I think they're doing fine. The parliamentarian's been a little difficult.
I'm a little bit short, okay? Let's just get a couple more days. How about my money? Please, that's better way. Back in. What? Because shirt, it's got a silky feel, really cool to the touch. Got money for fancy European stuff? It's your plastic. It's really affordable. Give me that shirt. You want this shirt instead of your money? Is that a wire? No. That's true.
Difficult. And I would say that I disagree with the parliamentarian on some things. And in other ways, he's been fine. But we'll have to see. It's a big issue. I will tell you this: if that bill doesn't pass, the country will get a 68% tax increase. So think of this, you're a Democrat and you vote against it. That means you're voting in favor because essentially you're voting in favor of the largest tax hike in the history of our country. And you can't do that. In addition, we're cutting